Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kid Holmes. It is Transformation Tuesday. Woohoo! For those of you who saw me an hour earlier, got the time wrong. I get to do a do-over today, so welcome back. Today is what I'm calling Toolbelt to Tiara Day. If you watched my Transformation Tuesday last week, you saw that I was wearing a headlamp on my head. I had work clothes on in the middle of an old house remodel, talking about the interior and the exterior work that we do in our lives. And we can tend to get wrapped up in the doing and all of the we must complete, and we do the work. And our transformational work inside, sometimes we really get digging in deep, leaning in deep, and we need to do that, of course. But today I want to swing around to the other side of that doing, to the being part, where we give ourselves a little bit of slack. We get ourselves a little bit of credit and take a breath for having done the work. Especially during this time where so many things are shifting. And our human tendency is, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And we know in this teaching, in spiritual practice, that the being, if we start from the being, is far more important, because it will guide the doing. We will be guided to what to do next. Part of the doing is giving ourselves a little credit. So, from a tool belt last week, this week too, get this on my head, a tiara. And for those of you who aren't into tiaras, if you'd like to instead call this a crown, my invitation to you today in doing your transformational work is that you do take a moment every now and then to give yourself credit for doing the work. Not resting on your laurels by any stretch of the imagination, but taking a moment to say, I'm proud of myself for leaning in when it was really uncomfortable. I'm proud of myself for digging a little deeper to uproot an old belief that doesn't serve me anymore. And so you can call it an attaboy day, an attagirl day, put the crown on, put the tiara on, say, yeah, I kind of rock that. And it's not coming from a place of egotistical narcissism or anything like that. It's giving ourselves a moment to recognize, to see ourselves as God, as Spirit sees us all the time, which is attaboy, attagirl. Put the crown on, put the tiara on. Recognize that there is perfection and divinity in you in this very moment. So I invite you today and through this next week, as you're doing your interior work, and maybe remodeling a house, maybe taking on projects at home during this crazy pandemic time, you're doing a lot of external work and doing a lot of internal work. And it's important to take that moment and say, yeah, I deserve a diva day or a diva moment, because we see the results. We'll see the results, maybe not immediately, but down the road we'll see the results. And you'll remember that day and you'll say, man, I remember when I leaned in, but then I also remember that I gave myself a little pat on the back for doing so, for being gentle with myself, and especially in my thoughts. So I invite you, get a crown, get a little tiara, give yourself a little diva moment, a little attaboy, attagirl. Pat yourself on the back for doing the good work that you're doing, because we are built for that. We are built for the leaning in, and we are supported and supplied in every moment. Then that's where we place our trust. That's what gets us through to the next time that we have to lean in. And it gives us the confidence to know, said, I did that. I know I can do it again. I know I can do it in an even greater way, in an even more joyful way, even more loving way. So, this is Transformation Tuesday with Kid Holmes. Look a little divish today, aren't I? Yeah. Give yourself that moment. I love you all very dearly. We'll see you again next week, 1 p.m. Central Time. All right. Bye-bye.